The truth is, the standard 1/1 bind-off isn't always enough for every project. Today I'm going to show you 4 different methods to finish your work perfectly every time. Basic knit bind-off or 1/1. First, let's look at the basic knit bind-off, also known as the 1/1. This is the standard method most of us learn first. To start, you simply knit the first 2 stitches from your left needle onto your right needle. Now, take the tip of your left needle and lift the first stitch, the one on the right, up and over the second stitch. Let it drop off the needle completely. You have just bound off 1 stitch. To continue, knit 1 more stitch so you have 2 on the right again, and repeat. This method is great for simple projects like scarves or dishcloths. However, it does have its limitations. A standard 1/1 bind-off might not be enough to control more complex fabrics. Depending on your tension, sometimes it's too tight, which makes the edge dig in. Other times, especially on wide patterns, it can actually be too loose. Understanding the basic 1/1 is essential, but knowing when to switch to a more specific method is what makes your knitting professional. The decrease bind-off K2 togue. If the standard method is too tricky, you might prefer the decrease bind-off. This is a simple, rhythmic way to finish your work. It is also known as the knit 2 together bind-off. To start, insert your right needle into the first 2 stitches on your left needle and knit them together through the back loops. Now you have 1 stitch on your right needle. Carefully slip that stitch back onto the left needle. Again, insert your right needle into that stitch and the next stitch behind it. Knit them together through the back loops. Slip the stitch back, knit 2 together. Slip the stitch back, knit 2 together. This creates a very neat, chained edge that has a bit more give than a standard bind-off. It's a great choice for lace or any project where you want a clean, consistent look without the struggle of lifting stitches over one another. The 1/2 bind-off. Sometimes your pattern has so much spread that it starts to flare out. For patterns with too much lateral spread, like traveling cables, a standard bind-off can be too loose. This is a specific bind-off for when you need to kill the stretch and keep your project perfectly in shape. A standard 1/1 bind-off might not be enough to control the fabric, because it only binds off 1 stitch at a time. That is where the 1/2 bind-off comes in. It creates a very tight edge with almost no stretching at all. To do this, knit 3 stitches onto your right needle. Now take the first stitch and lift it over both the second and third stitches. Drop it off the needle. You've just bound off 1 stitch over 2 others. Knit 1 more stitch so you have 3 again, and repeat. Because you are binding off over 2 stitches at once, it cinches the fabric tightly. See how that edge stays firm? It won't budge. Use this for traveling cables or any open work that needs extra stability. The suspended bind-off. Is your bind-off edge always too tight? Today I'm showing you a simple trick to fix that. It's called the suspended bind-off. It looks just like a standard edge, but with much more stretch. To start, knit the first 2 stitches normally. Now, we begin the suspended part. Take your left needle tip and lift the first stitch on your right needle, just like a regular bind-off. Pass it over the second stitch, but stop. Do not let it drop off the needle. Keep it suspended on your left needle tip. With that stitch still hanging there, knit the next stitch from your left needle. Now you can slide both the new stitch and the suspended stitch off the left needle together. Let's see that again. Pass the stitch over, keep it on the left needle, knit the next stitch, then drop them both. You can clearly see that the 2 new bind-off stitches are much stretchier than the previous basic knit bind-off. Continue this until you reach the end. you'll notice the edge is much more flexible and looks beautiful. This is perfect for sweater necklines or shawls. Thanks for watching. I hope this helps you choose the perfect finish for your next project. This was part 1. These methods are ideal for beginners and everyday projects. Coming soon will be part 2, where we will explore advanced bind-offs for more complex projects. Don't miss it. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you are the first to know when the advanced tutorial drops. In the meantime, happy knitting and enjoy your beautifully finished edges.